Finally, my last tight end that I'll talk about, and lower ranked tight end. This is not so much a fade. You're still playing Kyle Pitts. You have to play Kyle Pitts. You probably don't have another tight end on your roster to play better than Kyle Pitts. But this is, as I mentioned about CD Lamb, this is also a changing of expectations for Kyle Pitts. We need to change our expectations. Many fantasy managers, and I've seen the TikToks, I've seen the videos, he's going to blow up against the Seattle Seahawks. And he might. And I might eat the L on this. But it's time to face the reality, I think. I think it's time that we face the reality that Kyle Pitts won't return what you invested. He was being drafted as a top 3 tight end after Mark Andrews and Travis Kelce, and sometimes over Andrews in a few drafts. He's not returning the 3rd or 4th round investment that you made. And it's issues with volume, frankly. Marcus Mariota is 24th in the NFL. 24th. Bottom quarter among all quarterbacks in pass attempts. So the volume isn't there for Kyle Pitts. And then you enter Cordero Patterson, who's catching passes. He's going to be involved. Drake London, who has a 30% target share. And Kyle Pitts, even if he gets up to a 20% target share, that's probably the ceiling for him. Now, I don't think he's going to be at the 2.9 fantasy points that he was the first 2 weeks. Those are 16th percentile outcomes for Kyle Pitts. But even if we think about Kyle Pitts as, well, he'll get to a 50th percentile outcome. What has Kyle Pitts done that's the 50th percentile? We've gotten a full season sample of Kyle Pitts. What does it look like? 50th percentile is 8 fantasy points in half PPR. That would get him to about tight end 15. Even if he spikes, even if he gets to like 67th or 70th percentile outcome, it's still not getting to tight end 4. Kyle Pitts, to be good on his ECR, to be the tight end 4, would need an 80th percentile weekly score, like 13 fantasy points. That's going to be tough to do on a low volume offense where there's also an alpha there. Like, you can argue Kyle Pitts is an alpha. Fine. I'm not going to argue that one way or the other, but there also exists Drake London, who is a bona fide alpha. And there's Cordero Patterson. There are other players who are going to get the ball. Kyle Pitts, I think that he improves, but tight end 11 is an improvement over the last 2 weeks. So I think this is just changing the expectations for Kyle Pitts. That's where I have him at tight end 11.